Yes, we're only in week 5, and there's 4 games in the books, and there's still a lot TBD about the 2022 NFL season, but lighten up, Francis. Lighten up, because this is kind of fun. Looking at the playoff picture as of right now, and the whole, if the season ended today. Well, if the season ended today, there would be a lot of very upset people, because, I mean, 4 games? Come on, man. Come on, man. Although, teams like the Bears and the Texans and the Steelers, maybe the season is over. Who knows? Well, at least Steelers got Kenny Pickett. But if the season ended right, meow, the Vikings would actually be the 2 seed in the NFC. The Eagles, of course, would be 1, also because they have the better record. Also, they have the tiebreaker over the Vikings. Also, the Dolphins, as I burp and die. The Dolphins, 1 seed in the AFC, sitting at 3-1. But the Chiefs at 2. The Jaguars at 3, baby. Winning the AFC South, getting it done. Trevor Lawrence, 5 turnovers. Doesn't matter. Does not matter, man. The Browns somehow win the poo-flinging contest in the AFC. And then you got the Bills. Bills actually have a wild card because, remember, they lost the head-to-head against the Dolphins week 3. So they're the first wild card at 3-1. And then you got the Bengals and the Tennessee Titans rounding things out. Now, there's a lot of log jams of teams that are 2-2 in these divisions. And you look at the AFC, the Bucks win the division, and the NFC South at 2-2. Niners, all 4 of the teams in the NFC West are 2-2. The Niners come out on top with all the various tiebreakers. And then they got the Cowboys, allegedly the Packers, as the 6th wild card, and then you have the Giants, the G-Men at 3-1, getting it done. As everyone expected, the NFC least sends 3 teams to the playoffs. It'd be wild, man. So, opening weekend of the playoffs, it would be the Vikings hosting the Giants, which is ironic because they do that in a couple weeks during the regular season. They got the Packers at the Bucks rematch, and then you got the Cowboys and the Niners. Woo! It'd be fun, man. AFC-wise, it'd be Tennessee Titans going to Arrowhead, the Bengals going down to Duval, taking on the Jaguars, and then the Bills at the Browns. But, of course, this is way too early, way too soon, man. But it's kind of interesting because I know that people are bitching and pissing and moaning about the Vikings barely beating the Lions, barely beating the Saints, or whatever. But, here, the wins still count the same. Because I understand the allure of winning every single game 40-3, but it still counts the same as slightly outlasting the Lions and slightly outlasting the Saints on the bubble. And here's what's interesting, because even though there's always turnover, usually about half the teams that made the playoffs the year before don't make it this season. But, I mean, there's a lot of really good teams on the outside looking in, standing outside the fire. Like the Ravens would be out. The Chargers would be out. The Broncos would, the Broncos aren't a good team right now. The Jets getting after it, man. Getting Zach Wilson back. All the moms are excited. And they got the Rams out. Okay, that's it in the NFC. Because, I mean, the Falcons, although Geno Smith and the Seahawks, man, I don't know. They're kind of humming. The Falcons sort of hanging around. The Bears are fraudulent 2-2. The Cardinals maybe getting their ish together. The Cardinals are, hey, maybe if we start out slow, we'll do better later in the season. Also, they get nuked back at some point. And then the rest of the way, I mean, there's some bad teams in this league, man. There's some bad teams like the Commies, the Texans. The Bears are going to be exposed here on Sunday. Yeah, it's rough all the way around. But, again, way too soon. But as the Vikings still keep racking up wins, we're going to keep looking back at this, man. And as soon as it gets to week 15, 16, 17, 18, all of a sudden the Vikings are just hanging around, getting it done. It's a lot of fun. But I'm rooting for Duval. I'm rooting for the Jaguars, man, because the AFC South is ripe for someone else to step up. The Titans are sucking hind teat, and the Colts are really effing themselves. So, Jaguars, Duval, Trevor Lawrence, baby, on his rookie deal. Let's do it. Let's go, man. Vikings, Jaguars, Super Bowl. Someone's got to win. All right, go ahead, man. Go ahead. But your thoughts are our thoughts. If the season ended today, the Vikings would be the 2 seed as well as winning the NFC North division. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.